Greetings, Captains. This is the Doctor. In this video, I'm going to give you a summary of some videos I've already published, go over some of those so you won't miss those, and then to talk about some previews of new videos that I will be working on this channel and things coming up, just so you know what is going on, what I'll be working on as far as videos go, and what you can expect in the future if you may want to subscribe and keep in check with all of that. So first, I have recently just published a video talking about the gold, silver, lifetime, free-to-play versions of Star Trek Online. And I went over what all of that means and what it meant to me and my experiences based on all those versions and my opinions on what I think about playing free-to-play or playing month-to-month or playing with a lifetime account. So I appreciate all the feedback I have got in that video. I have read all of it, even if I have not replied to every comment, because there are a lot of comments for sure. I cannot reply to every one. However, if I haven't replied, just know I have read your comment. I spent some time and looked through all the comments and read them and took in the information, the knowledge, the feedback that you provided. One glaring item that I completely left out that you guys certainly let me know that I missed was the fact that sometimes Cryptic puts on sales where they sell the lifetime subscription for a cheaper price. The current price is, of course, $2.99. That's the default price. But every now and then, Cryptic will hold a sale event, and they will sell that lifetime for $100 less, and it will be $1.99 instead of $2.99. So certainly, if you ever intend to buy a lifetime account, if you can, try to wait for those sales. Now, I cannot guarantee or know when those sales will happen. I just know that in the past, Cryptic has done it at least once a year, maybe twice, but at least once a year. But again, I cannot predict, when the next one will be, or if there will even be a next one. I don't know their future plans on lifetime account sales. That's just something I don't know. So there's no guarantee that they will ever have a sale again. But they have had them in the past, so I hope they have them in the future. And if they do, that would be the time to grab the lifetime account, because it's $100 off and it would cost $1.99 instead of $2.99, which is certainly a much better value. So I did leave that out of that video. I apologize for that, but there you go. The reason why I really didn't mention it was because, again, I'm just not certain that when sales will happen, and there's no way you can predict when a sale will happen. It'll just come up on the site all of a sudden randomly, and they'll be like, okay, this weekend or whatever, lifetime sale. I don't know how they'll do it. So no guarantees on that, but yes, if you can get it during a sale, that's the way to do it. Otherwise, if you don't want to wait, then you can just buy it anytime at $2.99. Okay, so I definitely recommend checking that video out. I have really enjoyed your comments on that, and there's a lot to say, a lot of opinion about it. Obviously, people are going to have different experiences. That's basically one thing I don't think I iterated enough in that video, is that people are going to have different experiences, and so to you it may be worth it to buy the lifetime account. To you it may be worth it to do it just month to month. To you it may be worth it to only do free to play, but to others it may be different, and everybody's going to have those different experiences. Also, just simply your wallet is going to dictate those kinds of things. If you've got money to spend, lots of money on video games, then that's something maybe you can do. But if you just don't have any money to do that, I certainly understand. You've got to eat, you got to pay your rent. Do that first. If you don't have money, it's okay. You can still enjoy Star Trek Online with the free-to-play experience. Like I said, the gameplay experience between the two is the same. It's just all the extra little things that you get like at in-game, if you're going to play this game for years and years and years, that'll really pay off in the end. Or if you plan to play the game for a couple of years, you know, the lifetime account will pay for itself. But that's up to you. Do whatever. Like I said in the video, if you don't know what to do, start with the free-to-play, because you can't lose. Start just playing the game as it is. Don't pay a single dime, and see what your experience is like and see what you feel you may need to do. So you can check out that video. Another video that I posted recently is a Fallout 4 Vault 88 preview build that I'm working on. An incredible area in Fallout 4 to build a settlement. Just a really huge area, Vault 88, and I'm enjoying building in that area. So that is a part 2 preview to that video. You can go check that out. I'm going to put all these links in the top right, up in the top right as well. You can check that out, and then of course if you go to the site you'll find all kinds of other videos I've recently done a ship review. I've recently done other things in Star Trek Online. I'm continuing to do Agents of Yesterday expansion, 23rd Century Starfleet faction. I've got a video that I'm continuing to do on the Ranger class, the Temporal Battle Cruiser. That's the TOS Temporal Battle Cruiser Ranger class ship, and I am continuing to grind that ship and grind gear on that ship off camera, and I will make more videos about that ship in the future. So there's more stuff coming there, but I do have a lot of videos on that. You can check out my Agents of Yesterday expansion playthrough. Actually, I should just call it 23rd Century Starfleet faction playthrough is really what I should call that. So go check out that playthrough as well. That's been exciting. So just a lot of stuff up there. But now let's talk about what is coming, because you may be wondering, okay, now that I've finished these playthroughs, I just did Rami Summers' playthrough, which is basically a free-to-play playthrough of Star Trek Online Federation Faction. I started that in 2015, and I just recently ended that. I have like 100 videos of that. No kidding, 100 videos of that playthrough. But it was on the free-to-play version of the game, so that could be appealing to you, and it's very current. So I just finished that playthrough. I just finished the Agents of Yesterday expansion, temporal faction thingy-majig playthrough. I just did all of that. So then you may be asking yourself, what's next? I mean, am I still going to be making Star Trek Online videos now that I've done these gameplay, playthroughs of the game? Well, certainly. Star Trek Online is my bread and butter. I go to it every day, and as long as the game exists online, I will be making videos for it. So you can be guaranteed there will be more Star Trek Online videos. The thing is, they'll be random. I mean, I don't really have a schedule on when I do these. I do them when I can, and they'll just pop up random on the channel. So obviously, if you want to see if these things, exist, you'll have to subscribe so you can get updates and that sort of thing. But here are some definite things that I'm going to work on that are definitely going to be planned. Starship reviews, not going away. I will continue Starship reviews as long as there's a Starship to review. And let me tell you, there are a lot of Starships in this game to review. So as long as I can keep getting new ships, I will keep reviewing those ships. And I have a very long backlog of ships that I do have currently that I have not reviewed. And they're all lined up. Let me give you just a quick preview, because I bet you guys will like this. Give you a quick preview. I'm going to go to the War Doctor here. Haven't brought him up much. He is my tactical character. Been a very long time since you've seen this character. But I use him for my tactical ships, or I should say escorts. He's my tactical character, and I use him for my escorts. That makes sense. Tholian Meshweaver Escort. That's right, I've got this little tiny ship called a Tholian Meshweaver Escort. It is small, and I have upgraded it to Tier 5U. So it is a regular Tier 5 ship, but it can be upgraded to Tier 5U, and I have done that. This is a small little ship, but this is something that I'm actually having a lot of fun with, doing a lot of DPS with this ship, even as small as it is. It doesn't take damage very well, but it can do a lot of damage. This is going to be my next ship review. Just something a little fun, a little different, a little, side away from Tier 6 ships. Just something a little fun and different. I've had this for a while, and I figured let's get a review done on this and get it out of the way, because it's kind of fun. But then the next thing I'm going to go into, guys, and you're going to love this. This is the wrong button. Is ships 31st century ship bundle, temporal ship bundle. I have this entire bundle. So as you see here, you've got the science ship here, a tactical ship, and a cruiser ship. Or an escort, I should say. I don't know why I keep calling escorts tactical ships, but you know what I mean. Science ship, escort, cruiser. Or actually, in this case, I think it's a dreadnought. I know it's not a dreadnought, is it? No, it is a dreadnought. Yes, Kronos class. I have all of these. So I have every single one of these. So on my character, the Doctor, who is a science character, he's going to be flying the science ship. My engineering character, the last Doctor, he's going to be flying the dreadnought. And then this character, the War Doctor, after I finish the Tholian ship, he'll be flying the escort. So that is the lineup after I do this Tholian ship, is I am going to hit these 3 ships, a review on each one. A lot of people have been asking about the 31st century ships. They want to know if they're good and if it's worth it. And so I'm going to answer those questions straight up. I've had a lot of experience with these ships now, except for the escort one. I haven't flown it yet. But I've been flying the science one and the cruiser on actually a couple of different characters for a while now, since these were released. So I have some good experience on those 2, and then I'll get to the escort and I'll get some experience on it as well. So that's my plan on ship reviews as far as immediate. Now, after I do the 31st century ships, like I said, I still have other ships lined up or backed up to do. Let me move out of the way, it's kind of loud there. And I will just tease you. I will tease you. This is a tease. Tickle, tickle, tickle. This is me tickling your feet. This is a little tease. I may have and may do. Okay, I will have, or do have, and will do a Kelvin type of ship. Kelvin timeline type of ship. Can you imagine what that ship might be? Well, I guess there's only a couple options, but I have one of them. I'm not going to tell you which one. That's the tease. I'm not going to tell you which Kelvin ship I have, but I do have a Kelvin timeline ship. Kelvin timeline ship. I have one, and I'm going to review it. But of course, that's going to happen after I do the 31st century ships. I also have an Iconian dreadnought. I have done a review on the Iconian cruiser, but I have had for a while an Iconian dreadnought that has been really needing to be reviewed. So I'm going to do that too. So I got some good ships lined up here for review. I'm going to try to knock them out the best I can. I don't want to, minimize quality. I like to spend some time with these ships before I do a review with them. I like to get my feel for the ship. That way I can impart my experiences to you using, the consoles and the space traits and all that stuff on the ship. So I want to spend the time to use the ship and to upgrade it well as well. I want to make sure it has good gear and I'm using it as well as I can, and then do a review on it. So that's why these reviews take a little time, because I like to spend a lot of time with the ship before I review it. Hopefully you'll appreciate that. But those are some ship reviews I have coming up. So Starship reviews will just keep going on and on and on. That'll just never stop, really. Another video I'm going to have that's Star Trek Online related is I'm going to make a video that talks about my experiences with the 23rd Century Starfleet faction. Now that I have done a playthrough of that and I'm leveling that character up, I have the ability to talk about the... why do I keep doing that? I meant to do change character. I keep clicking the wrong button. Ruby Rose, you will have seen that playthrough with Agents of Yesterday expansion I've been working on. Of course, the Ranger class ship here that I'm continuing to do videos on. So I'm continuing to work on this character. As you can see, she is up to level 57 now, so we are getting very close to level 60, which is max level. So I will have a lot to talk about in terms of this whole faction, this whole expansion. Also, I have done, and let me show you this, I have done almost every temporal probe. Look at that. So I've just got like a couple more left, and then like every temporal probe has been found. So I am making a lot of progress on this faction, and I will be able to talk about that and give you my experiences on the expansion as a whole, and then on the 23rd century faction that Cryptic calls it. I want to give you my opinions and experiences with that, because I do have a lot to talk about that, and I really want to get the word out about that, because I have some strong opinions about that. Anyway, so expect a video about that, but then of course also expect more videos on the battle cruiser, the Ranger class here that I am using. Now, if you've watched the latest video on this Ranger class, you will note that a lot has changed here, and I am in the middle of making the upgrades that I told you I was going to make in that last video. I'm in the middle of that. I'm not at the end of that yet. So this is not a review right here. This is just a little preview of what's coming up. As you can see, I'm working on the Terran Task Force stuff, really grinding that out on this ship. And I'm going to have the complete Terran Task Force set on this ship. I've also now switched over to disruptor stuff, and I have some with some good modifiers on there too. And I've made some upgrades, as you can see. So I am totally making this TOS Tier 5 ship like the best it can possibly be. So this should be quite exciting, because I don't know if anybody has taken a TOS ship like this, the Tier 5, which is not Tier 6, and, you know, maxed it out with, you know, great gear and a good build. I'm really trying hard to make this a very powerful, high DPS build. I could make this a real tanking build, but that's not the point here. You wouldn't really want to do that with a Tier 5 ship anyway. It's just not going to have the whole strength. But what I can do is try to make it a high DPS ship for a battle cruiser. That's what it's meant to be anyway. So that's what I'm trying to build here, and I'm going to make it happen one way or another. So that is a video you can expect in the future as well once I get that going. It's going to be really cool. And then the next ship I'm going to upgrade on this thing is, like I said, I'm going to do the Tier 6 Sagittarius. So where are you? Here it is. This is the Sagittarius. This is the quad nacelled cruiser. This is going to be the permanent ship on this character once I am finished with the Ranger class. So then, of course, I'll do a review on the Sagittarius class once it's done. But I also have the Paladin class, and I also have the other one, which is here, the Theseus. I actually have all of these ships because I have the bundle. So in the future, not only will you see the 31st century ship reviews, you'll also see these other 3 ship reviews as well. So just a ton of stuff to show here, guys. Ton of stuff there. What else? I may also do some videos on STFs and revisiting some older characters like Robbie Summers. I may go back on her and show you like progress I've made on her, and maybe do STFs because that's kind of where I left off on that playthrough. Is I left off right at the end where you would, you know, start grinding a bunch of STFs with the character. So I may do that. I may go back and do some of that on her and show you some videos of that as well. That's what I have planned for Star Trek Online right now. A ton of stuff. And then, of course, people have asked me, do another Romulan playthrough. Do another KDF playthrough. A lot has changed on KDF since my first playthrough. Well, sure, maybe. Why not? As you know, though, those playthroughs take like a lot of time and a lot of videos. I mean, my last one was 100 videos, and it took a year to complete. So, you know, sure, why not? I can maybe start one of those, but it's not going to be anytime soon. I want to get through all this stuff I just talked about first. I've got a whole lot here to cover before I even start another playthrough. But sure, in the future, I may have another playthrough. And I think what I would do is go back and do a KDF playthrough first, because that's one of the oldest playthroughs I have, is the KDF one, and I know a lot has changed. So maybe that's something I can start up in 2017. That'll be like a future planned playthrough. We'll do KDF, but not right now. Not for the next few months. That's for sure. So now moving out of Star Trek Online, I have videos planned for some other games as well. I love Fallout 4. Really having a good time in Fallout 4, or have had a good time, still am having a good time. One of the things I really like to do in Fallout 4 is build settlements. I am a huge kind of settlement builder person. One of my favorite series of all time is Civilization. It's like my go-to game when I'm not playing Star Trek Online. I will just, fire up a game of Civilization and, play through that. I love civilization building type games, so it's no wonder that I like building settlements in Fallout 4. It's really fun for me. So I'm going to continue. There's a ton of places to build settlements in Fallout 4, and I've only scratched the surface. I've only made a few videos. I've got a sanctuary settlement. In fact, I got a few iterations of that. I've got a Red Rocket settlement. I've got a Ten Pines Bluff settlement, and I am now working on a Vault 88. Oh, I have the other one, the Farmville one that I keep forgetting the name of. I want to say Amityville. It's not Amityville. You know what I'm talking about. And then I have the other one, Vault 88. I'm working on huge build. I love Vault 88 build. It's pretty good. I've got a couple of preview videos up on it, and that's going to be a continuing thing. It's going to take me a long time to finish it, but I want to make more videos on that, and I want to complete that build and then do a tour of it. So if you are at all interested in Fallout 4, or at all interested in settlement building, or that kind of thing, you may enjoy those videos. You may just enjoy them even if you don't play Fallout 4. So check those videos out, because I think I do an okay job in that. I'm not perfect, but I can build some pretty good settlements, honestly. I've got a lot of practice now, so those are pretty good. I'm going to continue to make that. So there's a ton of settlements to build in Fallout 4 and all the DLCs. So expect Fallout 4 settlement videos to continue for as long as I want to make them. I won't do any gameplay playthroughs of the game. So many people have done that already. There's so much out there on that. So I'm not really going to do that. I'm just going to focus on settlement building and settlement videos in Fallout 4. Other games, I've got to tease Deus Ex again, because I have really let myself down, let everybody down on not finishing the original, not the original, but the Deus Ex Human Revolution. And of course I have played it when it first came out, but I wanted to do a playthrough of it on my channel before I played Mankind Divided, and I want both on my channel, honestly. I want both Deus Ex games on my channel, but those are very lengthy games as well. We were just talking about 100 videos in Star Trek Online. You could easily make 100 videos out of a Deus Ex game. So those are also very involved, but I want to do them, and I want them on this channel. I just really need to get into it. I need to sit down and just commit myself to it. It's very hard to do that, but I'm going to try. Also, you may see some Battlefield 1 videos next month. Next month, of course, Battlefield 1 comes out in October, I think October 21st. I'm highly looking forward to that game. I dabble in Battlefield 4. I mean, I'm not a huge player, but every now and then I'll fire it up. I played Battlefield Hardline for a little while. I enjoy that kind of thing. I'm that kind of player. I like multiplayer, big multiplayer games like that. So if I can make something out of that, I will. But maybe some Battlefield 1 multiplayer gameplay playthroughs or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what. I just know Battlefield 1 is coming, and I want to play it, and I might as well make some videos for it if I'm going to play it. Why not? Maybe others would like to see it as well. So that's something that I will probably do as well. So that's a lot of stuff right there. I mean, there will be even more games coming out this year, and of course next year, and we'll see where I go, when those games come out. But I have a lot planned: Star Trek Online, Fallout 4, Deus Ex, Battlefield 1. That's pretty much the primary stuff I'm going to work on. unless something else comes out that's just like insanely important or interesting that I want to do a video on. Otherwise, I'm going to keep working on those things and try to keep things interesting and fresh and new, and give you some videos like the this Gold Lifetime unique video that I made, and then the Agents of Yesterday opinion video I'm going to make. I'm trying to make some more interesting videos like that. I think you guys might like that. So I'm going to try to do that. As always, these things are kind of random. I don't have like a publishing schedule or that sort of thing on these videos. So if you want to see them, pop up, because who knows when they will ever be, of course, subscribing will allow you to see those updates a lot easier and make sure that you don't miss those videos. That's about all I've got for now. I just want to thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for who has subscribed so far. I think I'm almost up to 15,000 subscribers, and I am just floored by that. It is just absolutely phenomenal. I thought I was going to be struggling to get, 1,000 subscribers when I first started this channel. I thought that would be really hard to do, and I'm almost up to 15,000, and it's because of you guys. It's because you like watching these videos and seeing this content, and I'm floored by it. And as long as you're there watching, I'll keep making them because I enjoy it, and I make them for you guys. So yeah, let's keep at it, and I'll keep doing what I can, because that's all I can do. I'll just do what I can. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, everybody. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.